Yo, 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 Big Kish back up in here. We got one for y'all. This one is called Every Shot Kendrick Took on Watch the Party Die. Explained. This is done by Pearl Fountain. We reacted to his channel before. We gonna see if he cook. Hopefully he does. And y'all are entertained. I don't know when this video dropped, but we about to get into that giveaway, y'all. We about 60 subscribers away from 20,000 subscribers. Y'all stay tuned for that. I will be going live. You know what I mean? I don't know when this video dropping, so I don't even know why I'm saying this. But yeah. Y'all know I'm like holding y'all. Without further ado, let's get it.
On the new song he dropped on Instagram last night, Kendrick broadened his scope from Drake to the culture as a whole, with a somber reflection detailing an image of a biblical apocalypse, letting the current state of culture burn to make way for a new earth, directly quoting the language of the book of Revelation, where John writes his own prophetic vision of the apocalypse. Shout out to JF Musics for pointing this out first, but the song isn't actually called Watch the Party Die. It's untitled, and fittingly it almost exactly mirrors Untitled 1 from Untitled Unmastered, a song that prophesies the apocalypse that the industry is heading towards in its current state.
No more running from war wars. It's happening. No more pillow talking, jump starting neighborhood wars.
Just as John from Revelations prophesies that the church was giving itself over to Jezebel, Kendrick directly name drops Jezebel here as what's leading artists to jail.
The end result in jail by Jezebel, drugged up full of lies.
His prophecies about Drake's fate and Euphoria are expanded here.
Have you ever watched your enemy down like with a poker face? Just walk that man down, that'll do everyone a solid. It's love, but tough love sometimes gotta result in violence.
Arguing that just walking Drake down on the world stage isn't enough to save the youth, but that it was an early warning of the large.
I like this, y'all. I like this. He cooking. He is cooking.
Implosion coming everywhere in the culture.
Burn the whole village, we start over. Here's really that time.
From media sources like DJ Academics,
the radio personality pushing propaganda for salary,
to scammers,
they glorify scamming, you get chipped over this credit card,
to people using their music to promote violence or just flexing their wealth.
We even kill the killers cause they like taking innocent lives. Flashy nigga with nasty decisions, using money as a backbone.
Taking down Drake was really to him just an example of the larger shift he prophesizes is coming next, and parallels throughout the lines on this song and the diss tracks reinforce that. He says,
"Why reason with these niggas if they can't see the future first?"
Which establishes his role as a prophet, but also references the song that started the beef. Like that, a song where Future came first. That line about scammers and credit card chips echoes back to this line on Euphoria.
Everybody wanna be demon till they get chipped by your throwaway.
And these lines kind of make it clear that he wasn't just talking about Drake. The role this song plays is expanding the meaning of that original line. He did say everybody wanna be demon, not just Drake. That the entire industry is following that spiritually corrupt path that he called out Drake for, and they're all doomed to go down with him.
Hellcat, met his homeboys in them types LA solo K.
And this the thing, they actually calling themselves demons. They really, they calling it, man. We in the end times, y'all. It is real.
The track displays a picture of black Air Forces, which can be interpreted in a couple of ways. The first and most obvious is Kendrick using the picture to show what time he's on, as black Air Forces are associated with being dangerous and ready for action. The second way you can interpret this image is as a response to Drake's diss track Push-Ups, where he shows a size 7 shoe label to mock that Kendrick is short and has small feet, I guess. There's a third way you can interpret this picture, but I'll get to that point a little later. Kendrick here is most likely speaking about the current status of hip-hop culture or even the entertainment industry as a whole. In an age where a money-hungry industry shamelessly provides self-deprecating and detrimental content a platform and promotes said content from being a shameful embarrassment to the new standard, Kendrick seems to be calling for an end to this spectacle. It's worth noting that this song was timely released exactly when the 2024 VMAs commenced, quite literally interrupting the party. Kendrick speaks about the violence and the cycle of death, saying, "We even kill the killers because they like taking innocent lives," hinting at the way even those who commit violence are caught in a vicious cycle of destruction. he follows with a call to burn it down and start over. With the context of Kendrick Lamar's artistic career starting as an advocate for his community and the incarcerated in Section 80, to a voice for the voiceless in Good Kid, Mad City and To Pimp a Butterfly, to giving up and feeling defeated regardless of what you do on Damn, to giving the black community a roadmap to healing on Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, it seems that Kendrick Lamar has come to the conclusion that trying to reason with people who don't see the bigger picture is pointless because they don't want to see it. He expresses that there's no use in arguing with those who are blind to the future when the circus is already in full swing. He condemns the glorification of scamming and superficial lifestyles many promote, calling out influencers and those who talk down on him for not playing along with the industry's trends, but understands they don't hate him, rather they hate what he stands for. Kendrick gives them a reminder that he has consistently embodied patience, integrity, and wisdom, qualities that are rare in a world obsessed with instant gratification and fame. Personally, I believe this implies they not only hate what Kendrick stands for, but they hate the fact that they don't embody the same qualities. Conversely, he celebrates and acknowledges the few that are actively.
Y'all heard that? They don't hate what he stand for. They hate that the fact they don't embody the same qualities. If you walk in a certain path and somebody would like to do that, but they just can't muster up the energy to do it, they would hate you for that. They would hate you for being you. That happens.
Seeking to empower themselves through reading and education, making a clear distinction between the men of substance and spiritual depth and the men who are devoid of it. Now, as to who Kendrick is alluding to when he mentions these two camps can be referred back to the Black Air Forces on the cover of the track. Bluntly, if the shoes fit, wear them.
The choice of artists he name drops throughout the song is very intentional. He sees them all as positive influences on his own life that refuse to sell their souls and stuck to their own values and morals. From saxophonist Terrence Martin
said I'm mentally with layers, true.
to fellow Compton native Jay Estrada
My nigga Jay Estrada said I gotta burn it down to build it
to
up.
D1, a rapper turned Tufts University professor who holds his Christian faith at the center of everything he
I
does,
wanna be empathetic, my heart like D1.
to Lecrae, another known Christian rapper.
Sometimes I wonder what Lecrae would do.
These artists never reached the mainstream despite their positive messages and influences, for a lot of the same reasons people had the reaction to this song that they did. After Kendrick's Not Like Us, a lot of people were expecting a party hit, but Kendrick is expressing in this song that he sees the need for a spiritual reset, a somber and slower death to the old way of doing things. That won't be any fun at first. That's gonna take a longer and deeper reflection on the way culture does what it does now. A realization
People gotta calm down off this high that they're on. They gonna have to calm, bruh. He's like the damn rehab for real. He's dropping rehab songs. These are rehab songs, bro.
from the artists on top that push perversion and a messed up way of living, that they won't just be leading the youth down the wrong path, they're also leading themselves to their own caskets.
You parading gluttony without giving truth to the youth. The graveyard is company, just tell us what casket the truth.
Finally, in a gut-wrenching line, Kendrick states, "Would trade all of y'all for Nip," expressing his disappointment in the state of the culture, making it clear that Nipsey Hussle, a symbol of integrity and growth, is worth more than the collective empty behaviors of those that are currently occupying the industry. In the course of the track, Kendrick essentially breaks into prayer, talking to God about his divided thoughts on what he should do, saying, "God, bless these words. Dear God, bless how I think. Dear God, draw the line. They're trying to confuse them with me." The chorus highlights that at the end of the day, Kendrick desires peace and clarity, and he's pleading for some sort of divine intervention, but ultimately decides to continue with raging war, saying, "Dear God, please forgive me. You know how hard I tried. I think it's time for me to watch the party die." Listening to this, you can't help but feel this intense weight of emotion in Kendrick's voice,
leading to moments throughout this reflection where he could hardly hold back his anger and disposition to violence, even holding himself back from finishing one of the threats during this moment of the song.
But I will.
At its core, this track is a response to everything. His critics, the fake narratives, and hip-hop. Throughout his discography, Kendrick Lamar has taken many approaches to these sentiments, using music as a weapon to dismantle what he sees as wrong and rebuild something meaningful. And throughout this entire process, he's watched the art form he loves decay before his very eyes. Kendrick has reached a breaking point where words simply aren't enough. He's done explaining and he's done reasoning with those who refuse to listen. Instead, he's preparing to make a bold and undeniable statement through his actions, forcing people to see the truth even if they've been ignoring it all along. So he's popping out and showing niggas, and whatever he does next will most likely be the embodiment of this new unapologetic approach.
I like that. I like that. What y'all think? Was they cooking? Was they cooking? See, it's not all about Drake, man. Not all about Drake. This is rehabilitating. This is rehabilitating music because these youngins out here, they ain't listening to nobody, man. They professing themselves to be devils and demons and all of that stuff. They think it's cool. They have no knowledge of the truth. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. But y'all leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. Big Kish signing out. I'm going, y'all.